What's going on, YouTube? I am Germ here, and a couple of days ago I promised you guys and mentioned in a video that I was going to be doing a cases deep dive, and that video is today. I looked over all the cases in CSGO, every single case. I'm pretty sure, hopefully I got them all, and tried to figure out over the past couple months and past couple years which ones have had the best return on investment, which ones have been the biggest bang for your buck, which ones have been just the most profitable, the best investments overall, because obviously there's cases that are worth a lot of money, but just because they're the most expensive cases doesn't mean they've gone up the most in terms of percents, or doesn't mean they've been the most profitable or made the most sense to invest in or whatever. So that's what we're going to be going for, trying to figure out, looking at what's been the best investments and maybe using that as a way to figure out what could possibly be the best investments going forward. Because yes, Paris is a huge deal right now, but for me personally, my game plan is once I'm done with Paris, I think cases is what I'm going to be going hard on, because I think cases are going to be a really, really interesting investment heading into CS2, especially when a ton of new streamers and old players come back to the game. I think they're going to be ripping open cases, and I think cases have a chance to really explode if CS2 is all the rage, and if CS2 is as crazy as I'm hoping it's going to be. I think cases could be really, really cool. So I want to learn more about cases. I want to figure out which cases are the best. That's what we're going to attempt to do in this video today. But of course, first I just want to mention real quick that I have started cash trading. I know I've been mentioning this a little bit recently, but I've actually started getting some cash trades done. Here's some items that I've picked up recently from people, a couple of DreamHack Hollows, these sport gloves knocked, and this USPS print stream. These are all cash traded from people that have reached out to me on Twitter, YouTube, Discord, different places like that. Paid around 90% buff for all of these. So if you're looking to get cash for your CSGO items and skins, easily, safe, efficiently, all that stuff from somebody that you can trust. Obviously I have my reputation, YouTube channel, all this different stuff at stake. Definitely hit me up and we can definitely get a deal done. I have funds ready to go. Want to help you guys out and obviously help myself out in my channel and supporting all this stuff at the same time. But with that being said, let's get right into this. We're talking about cases. These are all the different cases, and this is what I came up with. This is the master spreadsheet I have. I believe there are about 39 cases in CSGO. I think I got all of them. I think I have 39 here. Goes down to row 39. So maybe we're missing one, actually. I can't remember if there's 38 or 39. It's possible that we're missing one case in this whole thing. So hopefully we're not missing some banger case or whatever. I went through and did my best to find every single case, but it's very, very possible that we're missing one. I don't know. We can scroll through. You guys can stop and take a look at anything on here. But what I have here is the prices on August 15th of 2021, February 15th of 2022, which is 6 months later, August 15th of 2022, February 15th of 2023, which again is 6 months later, and today, the day that I made this, is 8/15/2023, August 15th of 2023. So in 6 month intervals, I don't know if this is the best way to do it. I don't really know what the best way is to do it. Obviously, you could do shorter time periods, you could do longer time periods, you could maybe not go back so far, you could go back even further, who knows, but this is what I wanted to do. I think having the more recent numbers, I have a bigger weight on, because obviously things have changed, skins change, the markets change, people's opinions about things change, a bunch of different things. The older data doesn't really matter to me as much, especially because a bunch of cases used to be 3, 4, 5 cents. So, it starts to not be great comparisons when you're just saying, oh, this thing went from 3 cents to whatever the price is today, and here's the return. Like what it's done more recently within the last 6 months and a year, I think is a lot more valuable, but I have all the different data here. And let's take a look at what have been the best skins in terms of overall investments, and see if we can make some sense of it all. So in the past 6 months, from today until February 15th of 2023, the best couple of cases in terms of returns have been this. At number one, we have the Prisma 2 case. This is up 3.4x in the last 6 months. It has more than tripled in the last 6 months, which is very, very crazy. It's kind of in a league of its own. You can see second and third place here have only tripled. This is done closer to a 3.5x. That is pretty significant in just 6 months. So what is going on here with the Prisma 2 case? Prisma 2 does have some interesting knives. It has the Navaja in the Marble Fade and Doppler. It's got Stiletto in the Marble Fade and Doppler, which are obviously pretty cool. It's got the Talon in the Marble Fade and Doppler, and it really seems like recently the Talon knife has been rising in popularity, and it has the Ursus knife. So the knives are pretty cool here overall. You know, Stiletto and Navaja are okay. Like I said, Talon Knife rising in popularity, definitely seems like beginning to compete with that Karambit. You know, obviously they look pretty similar. A lot of people are starting to, you know, make some comparisons between the two increasingly more often. But having the Doppler and the Marble Fade in this case is very, very cool. That definitely helps this case out a lot. And some decent skins in it as well. We have the M4A1S Player 2, which I think is just an absolute banger skin. People love the anime style skins or whatever. Glock Bullet Queen's cool. AK-47 Phantom Disruptor. MAC-10 Discotech. Lots of good things overall in this case, and that's what's led, again, to its very, very nice returns over the past 6 months. Number 2 in the past 6 months, we got a tie between the Fracture case and the Danger Zone case. Fracture case has some very cool skins. Print Stream, Deagle, that's awesome. AK-47 Legion of Anubis. Glock 18 Vogue is okay. M4A4 Tooth Fairy is okay, not amazing. Mag 7 Monster Claw I think is actually kind of cool. And then we can also take a look at the knives real quick here. We have the Nomad Fade. We have Case Hardened of all these, which are obviously going to be cool. You know, blue gem, stuff like that. It's never going to be a bad thing. We have the Paracord. Again, not necessarily the coolest knife, but some interesting patterns. We have Skeleton in Case Hardened, which is going to be cool. And we have the Survival Knife, which I believe is all. Maybe we have one more knife in this set as well. No, that's all we have. So that knives are okay, the skins are okay, but hey, this case has been doing well recently. And then we have the Danger Zone as well, which this one is pretty cool. A little bit of an older case. It's got the AK-47 Asimov. Super, super sick skin. Opneo Noir, Deagle Mecha Industries, some definitely good stuff there. And then in terms of the knives here, we have the Navaja and the Case Hardened. We have the Stiletto, and then we have the Talon Knife again having that Case Hardened, the options for the blue gems and stuff, that's always going to be cool. And just having the Talon Knives in general, you know, a couple cases now out of the top 3 that have had the Talon Knives, so you can see those have definitely been doing well. At number 4 we have the Revolver, which has had, what is this, 2.9x return in the past 6 months. I don't really love the skins in the Revolver. Royal Paladin's okay. R8 Fade is okay. Point Disarray is okay. Nothing really too crazy there. But we can take a look at the knives. I can see some bangers already. Bayonet Fade, Bayonet Case Hardened, Bayonet Slaughter. Those are cool. You know, we have the Flip Knife in the same patterns. We have the Gut Knife in the same patterns. A lot of these OG knives. Karambit in the same patterns. And then I believe, the M9 Bayonet as well, probably. Yes, the M9 Bayonet and all these patterns as well. Having the Fade, having the Case Hardened, you know, that's just going to be a 6 set. These have been doing very, very well. And finally, it seems like this has been the king of the case world recently, but it's actually 5th place in the last 6 months. Chroma 2, definitely not shocked to see it here. I've talked about this in recent videos. M4A1S Hyper Beast, Neon Rider, Monkey Business, Worm God, but it's all about the knives in this one. Having the Doppler is like all that everyone's talking about recently. But the Marble Fade and Doppler for the Bayonet, the Gut Knife, the Karambit, and the M9 Bayonet are all very, very cool. And again, that's led to 2.8x returns in the past 6 months. So again, I think the 6 months is the most kind of telling and the most important to me, and these are the ones that I'm going to be focusing on, what has had the best returns in the past 6 months. But if you guys are curious in terms of the other stuff as well, we have in the past year, the Chroma 2 has done very, very well. 8.7x really stood out there. The Chroma 2 really does appear to be, you know, like I said, the king of the cases right now, with so many streamers opening up, ripping it, all that stuff. You see a lot of the same faces up at the top here as well. Revolver, Prisma 2, Danger Zone, Prisma, but you can see here the best cases have 5, 6, 7, 8x returns in the past year, which is super, super interesting. Cases have definitely been a good investment. Over the past 18 months, it's going to be a lot of the same story here. Chroma 2, Prisma 2, Danger Zone, Revolver, Fracture, with 22, 18, 14, 14, and almost 13x returns. And then in the past 2 years, again, the numbers start to get a little bit crazier as you get further out, because some cases were like worth 5 cents and stuff like that. But in the past 2 years, Chroma 2, Revolver, Chroma 3, Gamma 2, and Prisma 2 with 28.5x returns for Chroma 2. Just insane. Revolver at 17.7x, Chroma 3 at 17x, Gamma 2 at 16.3, and Prisma 2 at 15. So again, I can scroll through this all real quick. You can see some of the cases in terms of the worst returns. Obviously, it's going to be more recent stuff that's still dropping and all that. But Winter Offensive, Bravo, Esports 2013, Huntsman, Esports 2014, Summer, Weapon Case. A lot of these cases have not done so good. Some of these are the more expensive cases. It does seem like the mid-tier to cheaper cases a lot of the times have done really well. Glove, I thought was kind of interesting. Glove has not done that good in the last, really in any time period. The Glove case has not done that good, even though it's really, really hyped and exciting, and you know, people love the OG gloves and all that stuff. The Glove case seems like it hasn't been that good of an investment. except in the past 2 years, it went up 7.7x, but more recently hasn't done that good. Yeah, like I said, some of these more expensive cases like Bravo, Esports 2013, Weapon Case, not doing that good. But yeah, I don't know. This is just kind of interesting. I really love that I have this spreadsheet. I can definitely talk about this more in the future, but I don't want this video to go too long. Like I said, to me, the most important stuff is a 6-month return. We see the Prisma 2, Fracture, Danger Zone, Revolver, and Chroma 2. I think these could be some of the best cases heading into CS2 as well, and some cases that I could potentially be looking at loading up on, spending lots and lots and lots of money and taking advantage of the CS2 hype and the CS2 unboxings and all that stuff to make some great investments. But for sure, the king of the cases right now seems like Chroma 2, but there's definitely some other good options and other good choices as well. Maybe the Chroma 2 is a little bit overhyped, overrated, overinvested. I don't know. So there's some other possibilities for you. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.